Hello everyone, my name is Slade, I'll be your host, and welcome to Star Wars Did You Know? The planet Ryloth was a tidally locked planet, home to the species known as Twi'leks. The tidal locking of this planet's orbit meant that two very distinct biomes evolved, a night side known as the Nightlands and a day side known as the Brightlands. Whereas the Nightlands were filled with bright, luminescent crystals and fungus, the Brightlands were filled with deserts, wastes, and of course the scorching sun, punctuated by vast heat storms that could wipe out life. Given the two extremes of climate, the cold of the Nightlands and the heat of the Brightlands, the majority of Twi'leks were concentrated in the temperate band between the two zones. Despite the two extremes that they were caught between, Twi'lek society as a whole thrived, developing rich cultures, arts, and of course the ubiquitous dance that was so prized amongst their females. However, that would all change, though it is not exactly known when. Sometime between the Ruusan Reformation and the Clone Wars, Ryloth was devastated. Its tidally locked nature was undone through unknown means, though it is possible that the Centerpoint station played a part in this, as the station is known to be able to shift entire planets using its gravity wells. Whatever the cause of this shift, Ryloth's tidally locked nature was undone entirely, and a standard day-night cycle began. While this might be the norm for most of the galaxy's inhabited planets, in the case of Ryloth it was most definitively not, and its natural biomes and environments could not handle the stress. The ultimate result was that the population and the environment of Ryloth was forever changed, forcing the Twi'leks out of their habitable zones to deal with the vast heat storms that now swept the planet. Both the Nightlands and the Temperate Zone were completely destroyed during this event, and by the time of the Clone Wars and the Separatist invasion, these areas of the planet were no more, replaced by a vast desert dotted with volcanoes. Despite the devastation brought on by the now day-night cycle of Ryloth's orbit, there are some areas of the planet where jungles still exist. Most likely these are areas that were once on the night side, near the various ice caps located on that side of the planet that always faced away from the sun. With the ice now melted and the water provided let out into the soil, it is likely these areas are now the jungles that are noted as being part of Ryloth's new ecosystem. Despite the devastation of their homeworld, and its evolution from a tidally locked planet to one with a standard day-night cycle, the Twi'leks have survived, although many have abandoned the planet, colonizing the galaxy at large, and spreading throughout civilized space to form various enclaves throughout the galaxy. It is unknown what the ultimate death toll of the devastation of Ryloth was, and in fact it will probably be impossible to ever tell, given how destructive the shift from a tidally locked orbit to one with the standard day-night cycle must have been. However, Twi'leks do continue to cling to life on the planet, despite these terrible losses. Perhaps the most unfortunate side effect of the devastation of their homeworld for the Twi'leks, though, is the continued exploitation of their people, as now, with no homeworld, many Twi'lek communities around the galaxy are exploited as slaves, by groups as diverse as the Hutts, Trandoshans, Zygarians, and even the Confederacy of Independent Systems, and later the Empire, and this trend shows no sign of stopping. All of this leaves the Twi'leks with an uncertain future in the galaxy, though it can be sure that they will not give up easily. Hello everyone, happy April Fools. Yes, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you, this has all been an April Fool's video. None of this is in any form of canon, this was just an idea proposed to me by a friend who had mentioned the fact that while Ryloth throughout Star Wars' history has been tidally locked, apparently in Clone Wars and the new canon it is no longer so. And he asked me what the devastating effects of such an event would be if a planet that was tidally locked suddenly was not tidally locked. And so I decided to explore it in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.